Hey Libra, this is Chronic Joy Tarot. We're going to do your April 2018 reading for those born under the sign of Libra, or if it's your moon or rising sign, welcome. Or if you're just guided to be here by your intuition, then you're supposed to be, and welcome as well. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to get some daily... I don't think I want that card. Sometimes I pull the jumpers and sometimes I don't. Some quick daily readings that I'm doing on Instagram. The channel is Living Chronic Joy. You can find me there and follow me. And otherwise, I'll still be here doing the longer readings on YouTube. Thank you all for being here. I found this beautiful deck that we're going to use this month as our oracle, as our guidance. Based on the poetry of Rumi. And the card I pulled for you at this time, Libra, is the Whirling Goddess. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. These cards, every one of them is like a little masterpiece. I just love it. So this card, the little excerpt of poetry here from the guidebook says, "Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle." And this is saying there's some letting go to do. There's a gift right here, right now, but to be there, you must pass through the little keyhole. And to do that, you've got to lose your head. Your head cannot be in charge. It can't say, well, just unlock the door and just open the door. I'll walk through it that way or whatever. You've got to trust the flow, right? Trusting that flow. You're at this point of growth in your spiritual growth where following your mind and logic at this point right now isn't going to get you forward. You got to follow your heart. There are times to apply our minds and our thought processes and our plans. But right now, you're ready to sort of live beyond what you know. Okay? Beyond what your mind tells you. It doesn't really matter if you don't understand how it works or how life always works out. You don't have to know it. You don't have to understand it. You are, it will serve you very well to just find that sense of trust in the process of life, in the flow of the universe. Just find that sense of trust and be in it, right? And dance a little, the whirling goddess you are, right? Or God. Okay, so the Zen guidance is going to affirm this sense of opening up our heart space a little bit more at this time, okay? And not worrying so much what our mind is directing us to do. Okay, your starting point here is the burden. Yep, look at that. Your mind right now is more of a burden than a help. Okay, it's just exactly what we just said, right? Doesn't mean you should never rely on your logic, but there is a balance to be achieved. And at this point right now, the mind is, the thoughts and the clutter in your mind are burdening you. They're holding you back. They're keeping you from that keyhole, right? They're not allowing you to progress. Internally, this is good, and externally, okay. So internally, you're getting that sense. You're finding ways to let both exist, mind and heart, right? You're finding ways, each, like these two trees, they're both rooted into the ground. They each have their own unique way, their own unique color, and they're rooted deep into the ground. Very sturdy, side by side, and where the branches interlock, there's a connection between them too. This is mind and heart, excuse me. There's a connection between them, and where they intersect, the yellow turns pink. I probably went way off camera for that little point, right? This camera angle I'm trying is messing me up more than it isn't, but I think I'm getting it better this month. Usually it's like way up here. Anyway, you're finding a way to let those two coexist. your heart and mind. And at this time, right now, it's time to let go of the thoughts and just be, and be guided by your heart. And take action in your external world based on your heart's guidance. Get out there and dance, right? Just like that card is saying, the whirling goddess. I love it. So at this time, release some of those thoughts. Get out there and be guided by your heart and show up as such. That's going to bring you to that next spiritual level of growth. Okay? The key to moving forward is in this card here. The highest form of consciousness. This is a mind card. This is a cloud card that represents your mind and thought processes. But this is the ascendant. This is the highest version of how you use your thoughts, right? This is your intuition. So, and your intuition connects, it's guided by your heart as well. So I love that this is the key forward, is to elevate. Elevate, rise above it all. Don't have to know the outcome. You do not have to know. You just need to trust. Yeah, I'll be fine. If you stand at this point in your life and you look back into your past and you recall a time that may have been challenging or a time of great growth, you can look on it fondly and know, wow, that at that time I thought I could never surpass this challenge, or I could never get past this wall. And look at me now. You've traveled a certain amount of life, and you're growing more and more from the inside out, which is just a beautiful process to go through. You're getting this. But at this time right now, Libra, and you are an air sign, I know that you rely on your mental capacities a lot. But at this time, let it go a little bit and just go blind for a minute as far as having to know, right? Because guided by your heart and intuition, you'll know soon enough, and you'll probably be as fulfilled as you've ever been. Oh boy. Okay, so your next level of awareness, getting to that next step is going to take, well, first of all, I pulled this guilt card, and that's another mind card. So let's talk about, your next level, raising your consciousness and getting yourself to where I kind of don't need to compromise who I am in order to function and in this world. All these thoughts that make me, should I go left, should I go right, so-and-so expects this, and another person expects that, that can be dropped, and you can just guide yourself without compromise toward what your heart needs, right? You're learning how to drop that need to please others. You're learning how to, okay? But your mind still kind of wants to hold you in place at times, okay? And say, oh, stay in line, stay in your lane, don't rock the boat or whatever. So creating this new way of being, creating that balance between mind and heart might create some guilt. You might feel like, oh, I'm different now. I'm changing the way I'm doing things, and others may not be there for me, or they may not want me this way, right? They may not enjoy me. Well, I think you know the answer to that, right? And look what's beyond this card of guilt. Look what she's being clawed at by these evil, dark cloud figures. But look what's above her. When she raises her sense of consciousness, look what's waiting, right? Growth, blossoming, open air, blue skies, it's all waiting for you, right? So just get through, and quiet the mind a little bit, get rid of those burdening thoughts, and ride on the wave of what your heart wants you to do at this time. You'll be fine, I promise. And look what's ahead. Look at what the outcome of this reading is. It's so beautiful. Flowering. This goddess, it reminds me of the whirling goddess of the original oracle here. Just open, free, planting her seed everywhere so that, she's engaged in her life, and those around her are, very appreciative of her existence. She's appreciative of following her heart and letting it out and being her authentic self. This is what's ahead. So you've just got a couple of spaces here, Libra, where you want to quiet the mind a little, let go of some of those thoughts, and trust in the knowing that, you know, the divine has your back always, and you're okay. You can follow your heart, you can follow your intuition, and move into more colorful spaces. This is, you know, this is all soul growth. So none of this has to do with another person. It doesn't have to. This is all for you, for just you. Okay? Okay, Libra. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the middle of the month here on YouTube, and go over to Instagram, find me there, and we'll do some readings there too. Love you guys so much. Bye.